Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the politics of the Republic of Kenya are getting hot as days go by. And one story and name that has come up several times in regards to the presidency ahead of the year 2027 recently is the name of Honorable Babu Owino and that of Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who recently returned into the country. Now, the intel that we are receiving as of today, this morning, is that Babu Owino, who is the Member of Parliament of Embakasi East, and Honorable Ndidi Nyoro have together formed a new party to capture power in the year 2027 elections. Babu Owino, remember, he is serving his second term as the Member of Parliament of Embakasi East. Same thing to Ndidi Nyoro, who is serving his second term as the Kiaru Member of Parliament. Recently, Babu Owino made it known to the public that he is the only competent candidate that can challenge President William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general election, and that is why he requested the young people of the Republic of Kenya to start registering as voters before the 2027 general election. Now, the party that is claimed to have been formed by Babu Owino and Honorable Ndidi Nyoro is said to be called the rising majority. I mean, Babu has been so clear. He has said several times that he is engaging Ndidi Nyoro to come up with the correct strategy on how they will launch their presidential bid ahead of the year 2027. Now, as the intel goes, David Sankok is the chief coordinator who is said to have met Ndidi Nyoro in Nairobi and Babu Owino in Osim country during the same week the party's name was born. The party has the support of leaders including the current Trans Nzoia governor and the leader of the Tawe movement and the Luya community, George Natembeya. On number two is none other than the current governor and the most working governor, the loved governor of Murang'a County, Irungu Kang'ata. And on the name number three is the name of none other than the governor of Siaya County, who is currently facing a lot of criticism coming from the ODM party for recently going against what Raila Amolo Odinga wanted him to do to become a praise and worship member of the William Ruto MOU or broad-based government deal. That is James Orengo. On number four is the party chair of ODM, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o of Kisumu, and the other one is Mutula Kilonzo Jr. and Enoch Wambua. Senator Moses Kajwang' of Homabay, Senator Edwin Sifuna of Nairobi County, Senator Richard Onyonka of Kisii County, and Senator Okiya Omtata of Busia County, among others who served in Uhuru's government. Now, on number three, Raila Odinga started to distance himself from the broad-based government. Yesterday, it is believed that Raila Amolo Odinga held a meeting with ODM delegates at his Nairobi residence. Number four, Raila Odinga is said to meet ODM elected leaders to seek their opinions before breaking ties with William Ruto. On number five, William Ruto has considered courting Rigathi Gachagua but has been advised to instead fund smaller parties in Mount Kenya to prevent the region from uniting, keeping it fragmented and easier to manage politically. On number six, according to the BID, the bombshell of intelligence desk, they say he has secured a powerful regional politician and offered a three-party name options. These are the Unity Front, TUF, the Reforms Engine, TRE, and the Liberty Rising, LR. Once a name is picked, funding will follow to launch the movement. On number seven, Raila Odinga has been warned that sticking with Ruto until the year 2027 elections could cost them both politically. Raila was warned that the alliance is weakening its support bases. He is being hard to pull out before it's too late, or else Babu Owino will go with his supporters. Now, when we speak about Babu Owino and Ndidi Nyoro, this is something that the young men and women of the Republic of Kenya have prayed for a very long time. They need young, energetic leaders to take up the mantle and challenge the power of the Republic of Kenya. But we cannot move forward with a divided front. And that is why Babu Owino, Ndidi Nyoro, and the rest of members of parliament who are young parliamentarians and also governors from different parts of the region are currently joining hands. But one thing that we all must realize, a ticket of Babu Owino and Ndidi Nyoro, we all, yes, we know the young men and women of the Republic of Kenya will vote for them. But when it comes to realizing, to speaking about a united front, we all must also speak in matters of the regions that they represent. Ndidi Nyoro represents Mount Kenya. Babu Owino represents the Luo community. Now, the Luo community is currently divided in two functions: those that believe Raila Amolo Odinga is right in supporting William Ruto, and those that believe Raila Amolo Odinga made a mistake. And so those are the ones that might follow Babu Owino. When it comes to the Mount Kenya region, there are those that believe Ndidi Nyoro is the best option for the Republic of Kenya, and more so from the Mount Kenya region, and there are those that are currently blindly following the former impeached deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. So they will have to sit down and evaluate. Those for Gachagua seems to be in large numbers because Gachagua has been making political moves in the Mount Kenya region, campaigning and touring the region every week. Now, apart from that, the Mount Kenya will be divided in a certain way. Didi Nyoro, Rigathi, and Matiang'i. Now, when we come back to Babu Owino, the Luo is divided, the Kikuyu are divided, which means they will never go forward as a united front. But if there is something that can change all this, is having a deputy president in the said ticket coming from the Mulembe nation. We have Governor George Natembeya being mentioned here and there. And if Governor Natembeya is being mentioned here and there, then if they involve, they revoke the both of them from seeking the presidential and the deputy presidential seat and have George Natembeya on the ticket, then they will have a possibility of challenging President William Ruto. But if they go forward with the way that we are being told they are meant to go forward, with this party of them called the majority, the rising majority, then I don't think they will go far. They deserve, if there are votes that we know currently, once you unite them, you will win the Republic of Kenya presidency come the year 2027. I tell you, wacheni na Mount Kenya region, wacheni na Luo region, because those are divided. They have kingpins that they follow. But the people that I know currently, they follow only one man, is the Tawe movement. It's the Luya Mulembe nation. They all believe that George Natembeya is their savior. And this is the second largest community that we have in the Republic of Kenya. So if the if the Mulembe nation gets to vote in one basket, they will determine who will be the president. Are we together? But if these young men decide to go on a united front that Babu Owino and Ndidi Nyoro believe they can seek the presidency and win, they will be wrong. They can't. Because the votes of the mountain are divided. Where some of the people in the Mount Kenya region have been sold the narrative that Ndidi Nyoro is William Ruto's project. On the other hand, the Luo community believes that there is nobody should challenge Raila Amolo Odinga. Yes, that is how dumb they are. When you look at them, currently they are requesting that James Orengo to be kicked out of the party and all that. But truth be told, it's only because James Orengo has decided not to bend to Raila Amolo Odinga's demands. For now, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and more updates. Tell me what you think about this intelligence that is coming onto our news desk here on the Kenyan Daily Report.